Yeah, I need to build my following because I feel like I have cute feet.
I feel like if I marketed myself like, well, wait, no.
We're never going to get this age restriction lifted.
Right.
Oh, my God. Hello, my crumb-hungry, crumb-guzzling cake fiends. Okay, this is definitely the first time I'm ever doing this greeting. Welcome to In My Crumble Opinion. My name is Phoebe Cakes. I hope you're all doing well. Before we get into the jush of this new episode for season 2, I just want to say thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your loyalty, especially you patrons. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for stepping out on a limb and taking a chance on this passion project called In My Crumble Opinion. Once again, this is a Bay Area focused podcast, visual podcast, where I invite kings and queens and everything in between Bay Area drag performers to just kind of talk about our scene and maybe some tea that's going on in the scene. You might have noticed that we've been gone for a hot minute. Late summer, excursions, trips, etc. But we're also bogged down with a lot of moving. As you can tell, we're in a brand new space. Moving your life from West Oakland and all the way to East Oakland was quite a journey, but we're still in the Bay Area, thank God. And I just want to say thank you so much to Eris Throttle Cakes for letting us film in her home. The majority of everything you saw in season 1 was filmed at her home, and it is so integral to the identity of the show. And hopefully we can kind of infuse this new dream home with the same energy and love that we did filming at Eris's place. So thank you, Eris. And this is my new place. We're going to be filming in a bunch of different locations to give you like a sneak peek of what my living situation's been like. I live now with Eris and my partner Thayer and our cute little dog. Oh, Eris. Oh my God, did I say Eris? I meant Angel. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. And my dog Icarus, he's taking a nap over here. I was really hoping that he'd be hanging out a little bit, but he's just like, nah, I'm done with this. He is a reactive dog, so if the other dog next door starts barking, he's gonna bark. That's gonna be fun. So at a certain point, we'll do some sort of architectural digest inspired tour. But for now, we'll just kind of show you around, or you'll have to peek behind the podcast and see what's going on behind me. Oh my gosh, I haven't done an intro for 3 months. I'm sweating balls because I'm do I even remember how to do this? Last but not least, I'm actually gonna look at my crib notes because I don't want to fuck this up. I really, really, really want to thank everybody for tuning in, holding space for community, holding space for art. The world is pretty awful. The ongoing violence in the Middle East between Israel and Palestine has hit a fever pitch, and it's really hard to exist in a world where such cruelty is so nakedly and openly permitted, especially by our own government. So I just want to say thank you for holding space. And after, you watch this episode or whatever, let's get back to work and demand a ceasefire and demand for the freedom of all Palestinians. And that's really what I wanted to say about that. So thank you again for tuning in, and, let's continue to fight. All right. Thank you for sitting through that long preamble. I'm trying not to cuss because I'm seeing if it's possible for me to lift the age restriction on these videos so that we get wider viewership. But since that's probably never going to happen because I can't stop myself from cussing, please comment, subscribe, share, just so that we could build our audience, because it's not even I want people under 17 to watch these videos anyway.
Yeah, stay out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. This is bad for you.
It's bad.
You should be learning algebra. I don't know what kids do. Not algebra these days, though. That Gen Z, they're busy.
Do they know how to read? Do they even need to learn how to read anymore?
AI does everything for that generation now.
I just speak into my phone in public. That's my tactic of texting. So.
Yeah. Sometimes I just speak into my phone and then hold it up to somebody's face. Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you introduce me?
Okay, well, welcome. I'm here with Evian.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's naive backwards.
That's
See, I already cussed. That's a quarter. That's quarter in the cuss jar. What?
The spank bank.
Spank bank. That's a quarter in the spank bank. I'm making a lot of deposits today. I'm here with Evian. Evian is one of the most talented individuals I've met in my entire life. First of all, she's gorgeous. She's sickening. She's really like skinny and has a bitchy face, but literally one of the sweetest people I've met. We'll get into how we know each other, but I just want to like list all of their accolades. Even if you've never seen Evian perform, shame on you. You've definitely seen their work. If you've ever gone to a show at Oasis, she is the resident designer.
That's right, baby.
Yes, a title she gave herself at Oasis. But like she's built the sets for all of their shows. It's just you're prolific and super multi-talented. You do sets. You make your own costumes. I'm assuming you made this.
I did make this.
Oh my god. Well, I made this too. Look at our homemade Schiaparelli knockoffs. Designer girls. Don't sue us.
Yeah.
And you're also like the longest reigning Butch Queen,
It's true.
like of all time, because the pandemic happened and it was actually just kind of a fluke, not because you're like that good, but
It's true. Yeah. I'm totally happy with like getting my reputation out of circumstance. I'm totally ready for that. Yeah. And also thank you for the introduction. That's very, very sweet. I am prolific, aren't I? That's so crazy. I didn't even know me.
You've been doing sets for a while. You do the throne for Princex.
Yes.
What is your background? How did you get into doing sets?
So I have a theater major, but I knew that everybody wanted to be the star. So I was like, I'll get behind the scenes. I'm good with my hands. And honestly, someone just emailed me one day and was like, do you want to do props for the show? Someone like recommended you. And I was like, oh yeah, I totally know how to do that.
That is such irony because like usually it's like ugly people doing tech. Let's be real.
And also
no, I'm just kidding.
that's a part of my charm is that you really like it's just so surprising to see me holding a hammer or a drill perhaps.
Fun fact, you actually went to college with Angel's hot brother.
Yes, I did.
That's fun. So you were in theater together?
He was more of like, I think, into film, but we did work on some projects together. That is true. It goes deep. It runs deep here in the Bay Area.
Did you do any scenes together, like kissing scenes or something?
Did scenes.
Oh.
We performed a couple scenes. Just kidding. No, I think it was all just me. But they shot it. They shot stuff.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Right. I have a theater major, and so essentially I just started doing props, and then when we came back from COVID, I was working on Oaklash at Oasis.
Okay.
And Darcy was like, oh, maybe you could do a show. And I was like, maybe I could do all the shows. And I'll just really just turn this place into a beautiful little gay club. So. Well,
I hope they pay you the big bucks. That's all I got to say about that.
I mean, does she not look luxurious? Yeah. Does she not look well paid?
Yeah, it's
just
healthy.
Kidding. Tip me at Evian Naive. That's Evian Naive on Venmo.
Venmo. What's my Venmo? She has layers. You could also tip me on She Has Layers.
Yeah, or you could tip me through her Venmo.
That's the end. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Actually, we just wanted to get to her Venmo. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, well, let's back it up a little bit. So you're now at Oasis, but before that, you majored in theater. Yeah. You're obviously weaponizing your BFA.
She's been weaponized.
Yeah.
Fully.
Is drag something you always envisioned yourself doing, or something you fell into?
So I always wanted to be an actor. I always wanted to be a performer. I was really serious about it since I was like 13. I like went and got an agent. I was like, how am I going to market myself? How am I going to...
Where was this?
I was living in SoCal. I did a competition called International Modeling and Talent Association. Like Ashton Kutcher did it or something.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So I performed in front of all these agents, and then like
you're from LA.
I'm from Riverside.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
What?
Oh, nothing. I'm from Pomona, so it's like Inland Valley. Yeah.
But no, I was really serious, but I never was really satisfied or like felt like I was in on it, like with the musical theater gays. I didn't like musical theater enough to consider myself like one of the girlies. But then I started watching Drag Race with Sean, my freshman year roommate and still current bestie. And they showed me Drag Race, and then I started going out and seeing all of the girls, you know, and I was just like, fuck, this is what I should have... Sorry. I was like, shit, this is what I was supposed to be doing the whole time. It was like frustrating.
That's such a gag, right?
It was frustrating because I was like, am I naive to think that I couldn't just like be myself?
No, you're not naive. You're Evian.
She said it.
Uh-huh.
But no, I don't totally felt like I was coming home to something that I like should have been doing the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why am I trying to market myself as a techie or a hipster right now?
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid. But anyways, I'm a lot happier now.
Oh, I love hearing your origins. It's actually a little triggering. When I also grew up in Southern California, I also wanted to be a star.
Right.
And I also, as a child, auditioned for agents, but it was like an audition scam. There was this like agency called the O'Brien Rotman Agency. They like handled people like Mario Lopez from Saved by the Bell. And then they also like managed some of like the Power Rangers. So I was like in this cattle call, and it's just like, oh my God, what was I doing in Southern California trying to be like a TV star?
I used to drive hours and hours and hours to go to these auditions, leave school. It was the most stressful thing as a kid because I wanted it so bad. Yeah. But I was like, internally, I was like, I'm too gay. Like, it's never gonna work. It's
true.
And then I started doing drag, and I was like, well, God damn it. I'm like, this is all positive now.
Yes. Yeah.
But I'm really happy that I do behind the scenes, and I'm able to like be a star when I feel like it, because I don't know, I think you have like more appreciation for like all the aspects of what you do.
I'm sure it also just like kind of you understand more about putting on a show if you work behind the scenes as well.
Completely.
Yeah. Okay, so you make all of the sets. Mm-hmm. You perform. Yes. You also sew.
I do sew.
You also obviously are a very talented makeup artist.
Thank you.
So
what can't you do?
Yeah, what can't you do? What is your least favorite thing of all these like different disciplines?
What's my So I would say that I'm like a mover. Like I can move really well on stage. I wish I was a dancer. I really wish.
I agree with these comments.
And and then like I spent years trying to train myself how to sing. I can't sing.
No, that's beautiful vibrato.
I can't sing. No, I really can't. Or I don't like my voice.
I'm gagged because actually that was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I have trouble with like intonation.
Does my voice sound raspy?
No, it sounded wonderful. I thought it was good. I also know about like not liking your own voice. Just like whoa,
and cool.
Mm-hmm. I do think you're cool.
Thank you.
Let's work on it. Let's take some voice lessons together. Maybe that's the next episode.
No, I'm done.
You're done. Oh, you gave up with the voice.
I took so many
that's
voice
that's your least favorite.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your favorite? What do you love doing?
I just really love like having a concept that I'm obsessed with, and then being able to go on stage and just gag them every time with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one with the good ideas. I'm the one with the
ideas.
Quality.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to do stand up. Don't make me do stand up.
Oh, stand up. Yeah.
Shit. I'm not roasting you, honey. I only know how to be nice or mean. So
I think you would kill stand up, honestly, because stand up is kind of just like acting with like a shit ton of planning, and I feel like you could do that.
I do think I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
I do think I'm really funny. But just not always, like, I'm not, like, a trained dog. I'm funny on accident.
That's true. You smell like one, but you're not a trained one. So who are your drag inspirations? Are there people you aspire to be like? Drag queens? Or maybe not even drag queens?
I would say I'm mostly, like, as far as, like, my aesthetic and the things I want to do in drag, I'm really inspired by, like, all the movies I watched as a kid. Like, super inspired by, like, The Mask. Like, the idea of him, like, being this pushover, this people pleaser, and then he transforms into, like, the most, like, crazy, like, mischievous version of himself, but I turn into Cameron Diaz. You know
okay. That's subversion. Yeah. Evian asked me earlier what is subversion.
I don't know what submersion
I was like, that's a submersible. Yeah, that's right.
I'm a submarine.
Yeah. That's funny to me that you cite The Mask as like a sort of inspiration.
I just like.
Are you even old enough to know what that movie was?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 20.
So Jim Carrey, big inspiration for you.
No, I'm really inspired by like movies and like imagery from my childhood. But like drag queens, I remember the first time I saw Mary Vice. I remember the first time I saw God's Little Princess. I remember this. I remember the first time I saw like just all of the people that I now get to call my friends. Those are the people really that are why I got up and did drag.
Yeah.
Like I would have been fine liking it from afar, I think, but then I was just like, well, god damn it, I have to be up there now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I remember the first time I saw you perform. I think it was like Club Poppers.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this little twink is like, she really thinks she's something. and then you also like that same year like had the most sickening look for Oaklash.
I did.
I think like yeah. And I was just like, okay, she's coming in hot.
You know, I always I don't know what it is about me. I like hate asking for what I want.
Yeah.
I only like showing up and people understanding that I deserve it.
Yeah.
So like it's like a pride thing, but it's also like a security thing. So yeah. I showed up that first year with some things. I was like, I'm showing up to Oaklash and they're gonna wish they would have booked me, and I'm showing up to Butch Queen and I'm gonna win. And like no one will question me.
Wow, it's like we live the same life, Evian, except I didn't win Butch Queen, but I did do all those other things.
I don't know. I just didn't want to have to like beg for my spot at the table.
Absolutely.
Like, I just wanted to show people what I was about and let it do the talking.
Carry a big stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the outfit you wore at Oaklash?
So my first look was a like sort of gaunt flapper in all iridescence and like pastels, but the one that really killed was a pink latex devil with like really big red horns, my red hair. I had like white out lenses and like a tail, and it was like pearls on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's.
I had like a pearl harness.
Yeah, it was a sleigh.
Yeah.
And people died. Yeah.
A lot of people died.
A lot of people died.
No,
I did that same thing. I actually, when I started drag, I asked Mama Celeste. I texted her. I was like, "Oh, is there room for Oaklash?" She's like, "No, it's all booked, idiot."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, oops,
my
bad."
That to me, and I worked for Oaklash.
But I showed up. I had like a whole look, and I had a posse. Mm-hmm. And then the next year, they're like, "Oh my god, you were that girl. That was." It's like, yeah, that was me. The one that you didn't book. Yeah.
It's very like, don't dream it, be it. Like,
that
I think
part.
A lot of people want to be in the show, but they don't want to be at the show, which is kind of crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I showed up to the parties that I wanted to perform at. I showed up in a look like I got booked. Yeah. And it got awkward after a while when people were like, she's not booked. And I'm like, that's how you do it. Like, I didn't beg, there's nothing, I'm not above begging, but for the right things, you know? Like, I want a cock. I want an ice cold cock. You know.
Okay, we're gonna cut
that
out. No, we're not. We'll leave it in. I gave up halfway through.
You guys,
that sentence.
Cock.
Yeah.
Diet
cock. Just regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
Just regular Pepsi.
So actually, my next question was actually what were some movies that you think would like exemplify or show the type of performer you are? The Mask.
Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer into Catwoman, that whole scene just really did it for me. Anything that's like a chaotic transformation from good girl to bad girl really resonates with me. I think because of Out of Drag, I feel like I'm very appeasing. Like I like do things for people. I'm like working for people. I'm like taking in a lot of orders, and I have no problem doing the work.
Yeah.
You know? But when I'm in drag, I'm in charge.
Mm-hmm.
My time is for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to ask anyone for anything because they know to give it to me. I'm just like that bitch. And like in real life, I like to be nice and quiet and do my work. But
and I don't know what movie that is though.
That's not a movie.
Okay.
That was just why I like that movie.
Okay, why you like
I'm sorry,
Catwoman?
I got distracted.
No, that's okay.
What's another movie?
Demi
Moore in Charlie's Angels Third Fall. Oh my god.
Full Throttle.
Full
Evil Fallen Angel.
Yeah, when she's like Yahtzee. That's my shit. Like I was never good. I was great. Like that really gets me. I identify with that.
That's good.
I watched like all the Arnold movies. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. When
True Lies.
she's
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
going to be a prostitute, and she looks in the mirror and she's like, "Oh, fuck."
Oh no.
Goes from being nice housewife, right? I love the transformation. Nice housewife, slicks back the hair, rips the ugly ruffles off, and she's like, "I'm naked," and that's what my drag's about.
Yeah. Okay, these are good. These are good. You're serving, sexy spy vixen that used to be a housewife.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are some music artists that you feel kind of exemplify your drag and your persona?
Well, I listen to Ali X like every day, like on repeat. It's like a problem.
Yeah.
I really love how
How do you feel about her leaving her dog in her car while she went shopping for drugs?
I mean, my parents used to leave me in the car while they went shopping for drugs.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm just kidding. I think people are very self-important when they find a dog in a car and they're like, that's animal abuse, and want to cancel somebody.
I have a feeling that Ali X is, and I might be wrong here, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I feel like Ali X is a good person. And I also feel like that dog is probably living a better life than me.
That's exactly. I believe that.
Probably fed, sleeping, doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently the air conditioning was on for the dog.
Right.
And the dog is anxious and doesn't want to be in public.
Where did this happen?
It happened in LA and some faggot clocked that this was Ali X's dog or something.
That's kind
of
shady.
exposed her. And I was like, that is so rude. What kind of ally are you?
That means that he was a fan, but
yeah, I know.
Was down to be famous.
Nobody knows Ali X and doesn't like her music.
Right,
you know what I mean? It's there's Anyways, yeah, we hate them. Yeah. Apparently, they also have a music career and was trying to tarnish her image to boost his own.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason.
That'll be the only reason.
Why else would you do that?
So we're team Ali.
We're team Ali. That dog.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm sorry. I love dogs.
Yeah.
There's actually a dog here. So.
We had tickets to see Ali earlier in the year, and she canceled.
We had tickets to see her in April of 2020.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And it did, in fact, get canceled.
Okay.
Yeah, because of COVID.
But didn't we get new tickets?
It got rescheduled, and then I think she had a flare-up. She has a chronic illness of some kind, so she hasn't been back on tour since then. But have you listened to her newest single? She started putting on music again.
Yes. Black Eye. I listen to that shit every single day. Ali, if you're listening, I listen to it every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
We'll need backstage passes to your next show. Yeah, we'll need backstage
passes. And I'll exclusively perform your music from here on out.
Yeah. Which you did recently.
I did recently.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting on that.
Yeah.
I've been waiting
on that. And that was a number that I did at Princex.
You did. You did the same version, right?
Yeah.
Analog?
Yeah, the analog version. Mm-hmm. I love that vaporwave, kind of chill.
And her voice is just so good in that.
In the analog version of, was it Super Sunset?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just your vocals. Ugh. Yeah. We're just addressing Ali. We're just addressing Ali X now.
The growl, baby.
We also just once we learned that Ali X did a lot of the singing voices on Drag Race.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
a lot of the songs that they do, the group numbers and stuff. She does some of the voices for those. Ever since we learned that, we're always listening. We're is that Ali X? Yeah. Oh, that's Ali X.
Yeah. That makes me so happy inside that she. I mean, doesn't she have a booth at DragCon?
She does. Yeah, we actually saw her at DragCon, and she was sitting by herself. It was there needs to be a line out the door. They didn't know that she was the voices of all
I feel like we're friends. I feel like we're already friends.
Yeah, Amazon Airlines or whatever.
I talk to her every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so prior to working at Oasis and at Princex, you helped put on a show called Gorge Us.
I did.
Yeah.
I did put on Gorgeous. Wow, that's a deep cut.
It is a deep cut. I mean, I feel like that was when we first started kind of hanging out, and I started getting acquainted with your work. Actually, the first time we ever hung out was in LA for DragCon.
No, girl, I wasn't at DragCon.
No, I didn't actually go to DragCon either, but we were down there for a DragCon weekend.
It was March?
No, it was May. Anyways, maybe you don't remember. Doing? We were just going to Sunny Alley and hanging out, and you were. And I I remember this because like Angel and I were annoyed because Marsha was supposed to be hanging out with us, but kept hooking up with Sean, and you were annoyed because Sean kept hanging out.
Right. So Marsha, I'm sorry,
Margot.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, girl.
Why are you laughing?
Margot.
Zero memory of this.
I remember this. Margot drove us down, and I was like, I had like posted on Instagram, I was like, I need a ride, and Margot's such a sweetie and was like, I'll drive you. And then Sean walked down from our apartment and saw Margot, and Margot saw him, and it was like the gay weekend boyfriend instantaneously. And I was like, okay, that's fun. But then it was a serious relationship.
Yeah.
So, there's that. But I do remember now, yes. We went to Santee Alley.
No, they went to Santee Alley together.
And at the time,
and then we went to we went to the Signs of the Time party.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was cute. You were sickening
that
there.
was the Aries party.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Gemini.
Oh, it was the Gemini.
It was Gemini.
Party. I went to Aries and Gemini. That was an afters party in LA that only lasted for a little bit because of the chaos. We love House of Cuties.
Yeah. But that was fun. And I got to know you a little better. So, anyways, gorgeous. Sorry. Oh my God.
No, it's okay.
Diversions.
Yeah, gorgeous. I threw with Mama Celeste, my drag mother. And that was kind of my first experience, like doing like big concept design for drag parties. I think, me and Mama Celeste worked really well together, and we continue to through Oaklash, the Bay Area Drag Festival. She's just a really hard worker and really trusts me to like take care of shit and trusted my vision. And she also ran Club Poppers, which was my first show ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like she really helped me, start to show off what I can do. So.
Yeah. When did you know that you're better than Mama Celeste? No, I'm just kidding. No. How did your relationship start? How did you start collaborating? How did she become your mom?
Well, honestly, her name was Mama Celeste, so I'd just always be like, Mama! Like, I called her Mama, and I was like, when are you gonna be my drag mom? When are you gonna be my drag mom? Because I just wanted, someone to fucking help. Sorry. I wanted someone to help me. And, Mama decided to be my drag mom when she heard that other people were interested in being my drag mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's usually how it goes.
And it's been a great relationship. She's put me to work, and we're great friends, and she's a great mother. She, she just is, like, really smart. So she taught me how to, like, make good decisions, basically, and put me to work. It's been amazing. I actually have a lot of parents.
Oh, okay. Who are your other parents?
God's Little Princess is my other mother.
I'm sorry.
I have lesbian mothers, which, like, does it get more Bay Area? Does it get more queer? Mm-hmm. God's Little Princess, because a lot of people used to mistake me for her.
Really?
Because I used to have, like, a mustache, and I used to do, like, a really hard brow.
I still don't see it.
No, but... she really, like, also would just be like, book Evian, book her now, because you're going to be sorry if you didn't. And actually, she's the reason that I became a part of Princex. Tito Soto, producer of Princex, was looking for a artist to do Princess installation. I'm so sorry I keep hitting this. She needed somebody to do Princess installations, and Clark was like, Evian does props. And I sent some design concepts to Tito over, like, Instagram.
Wow, how insulting. You had to audition for... No, I'm just kidding.
I just sent some concepts. He's like, what would you do if we were to do a booth? And he loved all of them. And so he's like, okay, you're our new designer. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? Which is kind of like how it led into me meeting Darcy, and then it made sense for me to be the resident designer because I was already designing every Saturday.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was kind of just like a really serendipitous thing. But Clark, or God's Little Princess, has just always really, like, made sure they're representing for me. And now, of course, I have a father, Tito Soto.
Ah, daddy.
I'm, like, officially a part of House of Princess. And it was just this really natural thing where, like, we were spending so much time together.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just that. It was that, like, we were sort of able to read each other's minds.
Yeah.
And, like, able to trust each other in a way that was very symbiotic. And it just became very clear that we're family. We spend way too much time together to not, like, be in love with each other. So, yeah, I love House of Princess, and I also love Mom Celeste and Clark. And you know what? It's a lot like real life. It takes a whole village to raise a kid.
Yeah.
And I am demanding. I have needs. But I'm already good at makeup, and I'm already good at hair, and I'm already good at dancing. So I don't actually have a lot of needs.
So you have a lot of parents. You don't have any kids? No.
I don't want any of that.
Good.
I'm barren.
Yeah, actually,
Barren.
I should follow your lead.
I'm baby.
Abort all of mine.
No, you're supple. You have birthing hips.
Yeah, that's right. I am virile.
Do you have like
fruitous
supplements or oils that you're putting down there? Or?
A lot of folic acid.
Right. Are they all one dad?
No, multiple. No dads. Single mother.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No. I mean, we're not going to talk about these kids. Well, we actually might talk about one later. What are you going to say?
All immaculate.
Immaculate
conception.
Second
I'm a virgin. Yeah. All right, one more question before we're going to take a short break.
Yeah.
So we talk about Princess and Gorgeous. These are parties that you've all helped kind of bring into this earth.
Yeah.
I also know that you kind of host Rhonda sometimes. You're like a host or...
Rhonda was one of the first like gigs that booked me consistently.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
I host for them. I host for Provocateur.
Okay.
I do stuff with Queens of the Castro with Grace.
I see. Yes, of course. Yeah. But is there a show that you have in your heart that you want to make? Like, do you have an idea? You don't have to give us like details if you actually don't want anybody to steal your idea. Yeah, a show you want to produce. Right.
So actually, yes, I have 2 shows that I'm interested in producing. I can't say too much because I have a part Suda and I. Who also helps produce Princess.
Another one of your parents.
Another technical parent, yes, but it's like a sister-mother situation. Although I will say, like, Tito and Suda are constantly making sure that I'm only putting out the best. Like, when I get tired, they're like, no. Mm-hmm. Like, you will do this and this and this to make sure because you'll be mad if you don't.
Yeah.
So, yes, mother in that sense, for sure. But Suda and I have a concept that we're itching to get into the works. Perhaps next year, we would both produce and host. I really want to tell you about it, but I can't. But it would be...
Well, why don't you tell us, and then we'll bleep it out.
Will you really?
Yeah, we really will. Yeah.
You really will bleep it out?
Yeah, Scout's Honor.
Scout's Honor? Okay. Yeah. So it's like, this seems so bad. This seems like I shouldn't. Suda, don't be mad at me. Okay, you're going to bleep it out.
We promise we'll bleep it out. I don't want to be on anybody's bad side.
On the record, we promise.
Okay. Yeah, we promise.
Okay, so it is like, it would be called... And the gag is...
Ooh! Oh my god.
I swear to God, you can't tell anybody this idea. It's on camera. Sorry.
That's also like
you can't say that.
Is that a Madonna movie? Oh yeah, I can't even say Madonna album. Okay, whatever.
Everything.
Yeah. No, we're not. This concept, we're gonna take this out.
It's excised.
Excised.
But it's good, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like that.
It would make it spicy. It would make it spicy. Mm-hmm.
Let me be a judge for like the finale or something. No. Okay, we're gonna take a break. And when we come back, more with Evian. Oh my gosh, do I need more Gimlet?
Hello. Daydream has detected a presence. Please hold while I activate your audio transmission. Welcome to Daydream. We're so happy to have you. Whether you're a returning traveler or visiting for the first time, there are some rules we would like for you to follow throughout your experience. 1. Remember to relax and have fun at all times. If you don't, we will find you. Rule number 2. I may be a mere software program, but I'm so high I forgot the second rule. And rule number 3. If you're a bop, be sure to keep your hands and maybe even legs in the air at all times. On behalf of PKC Industries, we would like to thank you for joining our Daydream program. Have a lovely time.
while we were taking a break, there, who's sitting on the couch, our studio audience, did bring up that you also, where did your name come from?
Right, so my name is Evian, of course. It does hail from the movie Superstar. Because the villain, Elaine Hendricks, is named Evian, and she's a hot, blonde cheerleader who's skinny, and she's a bitch. And my mom started calling me that after we watched that.
Your mom calls you Evian?
She does call me Evian.
Ah, that's cute.
Because my name is Evan, so it's like Evan.
Ah, yeah.
There's also a water called Evian.
There is. I actually have nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
It's like the worst bottled water.
It's kind of crazy because I'm 90% water. Wait, 80% water? What percentage are humans?
I think 10.
No.
Just kidding.
I'm like,
no.
I'm like mostly
Okay.
water, so like any water bottle brand that wants to claim water, I'm like, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. Have you reached out to Evian for a sponsorship?
I have not. I do tag them in things.
Yeah.
I'm
Have they
just
noticed
like,
you?
No.
Never acknowledged.
Which is strange.
That is queerphobia.
It's queerphobia. It is. And it's like, they're like doing fashion now. I feel like they like have seen me, but they just don't want to include me. Because I'm
What
like,
fashion have they been doing?
They partnered with Balmain.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
no.
made a dress out of recycled plastic. It was modern.
Who wore it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You should wear it.
I should
You
wear
should.
it.
You'll make a replica. You should make one. No, I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's fine.
I'll make something really cute.
Something better.
By Evian. Yeah.
So speaking of fabrication, you've done many a throne for Princess, as we've talked about. What's your design process like when you get like a prompt?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, so if it's for a performer, I'm really just going based off their aesthetic.
Okay.
If they have a really gaggy moment, or if I have materials that really work for something that they did, it's based off of materials and based off inspiration.
Yeah.
So like Jimbo Night, I was like, we gotta have huge tits.
Boobs.
Like Militia, I tried to recreate her hair because I felt like that was the most iconic look that she did when she was doing Queen of the Universe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's it
Yeah.
called?
Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the Universe. The red hair, I was like, I want to try to recreate that. But it's also really just based off like what I have access to and what I'm good at. Like I used to draw a lot as a kid, so like a lot of my stuff is graphic. Basically, if I draw something, it'll come out exactly like I drew it.
Oh, okay.
Like that's like how I know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
At first, it was like really me and Tito every single second we're discussing every detail to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about like what it's gonna look like in the photo, what it's gonna look like when people walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you filling the space enough? Like, it's not enough to just have a big. It's really it gets really intricate once you get like to know a space. I can do it. I get surprised when I ask like someone to set up for me. I can do it in an hour, like 45 minutes, but like it can get pretty crazy if you've never done it before. So I forget that it's like
Smart.
It's like a specialized skill to be able to do that over and over again.
Is there one design that you're especially proud of?
I'm really I'm pretty proud of the first look I ever did. I like folded, and I was inspired by the Gemini's party that we went to. I folded these like I took a PDF of a crystal like folding origami crystal basically, and then I blew it up on blueprint paper, and then I layered all of the cardboard with iridescent like film, and then cut them all out, and then folded all of them, and then glued them all together. So I had like 11 huge crystals. Wow. And I was able to use that for like 2 years before they like fell apart. They were supposed to be made out of plastic, but they were made out of cardboard because of just budget. And like I don't know, that was my first idea ever. I love my swirlies. I love my like black and white swirlies.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, I think whenever I make a queen really happy, when they're like really stoked.
Yeah.
Mostly it's just their name. They just
Yeah.
need to see their name up there and a drag queen will be happy.
Yeah.
But when they're really stoked by it, like Jinx Monsoon loved that booth.
Oh.
And it made me feel really good because I'm just like, I'm not like I would never chase the drag queen into the green room. I would never chase a celebrity. Like, I would hate that energy, so it's really hard for me to do it. Yeah. But when I'm able to genuinely make a celebrity happy, I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's made me fall in love with drag more. It's made me really good at working and producing, like, over and over again. It's every Saturday. Yeah. So it's like, I remember the first year, I was like, every Saturday for the rest of my life. But now it's like, you know, it's slowed down a little bit. We've sort of said what we had to say, and so I mostly do Rue Girls now. Yeah. But if the theme night is really, really good, then I'll do it. Like Blasphemia night, I did like upside down crosses with like flowers and like skeletons, and it was giving.
Yeah. The Princex one from last year was also really stunning. Thank you. Like with all the flowers and the columns.
I was trying to emulate the High Priestess, the tarot card.
And that origami thing that you did with the crystals. It reminds me of your Renaissance horse too. Yes. How did that come together?
Nikki, I've been making props for Nikki probably the longest. Nikki Jizz out of anybody. The first like big drag prop I ever made was a giant douche that was one of those bouncy ball things.
Oh yeah.
And so I made that for Nikki.
You made that.
I made that for Nikki. So she asked me to make her the Renaissance horse, and I was like, do you want the cheap version or the expensive version? And she was like, how much is the expensive version? And we ended up going with a 3D life-size giant silver horse. And it was a bitch to make, but it was really fun.
And it's held up. Yeah. She's used it like, I think like once a day. Yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely gotten used.
Yeah. Just like Nikki, it gets ridden a lot. So have you heard of any Rue girls or visitors that weren't happy with your design? Has that ever happened?
I don't know. I think that there's been a couple times where it wasn't specifically for her, but I just like slapped her name on it. You know what I mean? And I think maybe they noticed.
I've noticed.
Have I rubbed a girl wrong, like the wrong way with my booth? I almost did a booth that was offensive, and I'm so happy I didn't.
How?
I was gonna reference like a queen. Oh, there's a nail. I was gonna reference a queen's like trauma story on the show, but I didn't. Was
it Roxy Andrews, or was it gonna be a bus stop?
I'm not gonna say who it was, but I didn't do it.
Because if you did a bus stop booth, that would be so funny.
I'm not gonna say what it was, but I was gonna do
it. No, say it and we'll bleep it out. We'll bleep. It was right. Okay, as soon as you said that, I was just like, oh, I know what it's going to be. That's funny.
I didn't do it. It was more of just a question. It was like, should I do this? Yeah. And I very quickly was like, no, not cool. But I thought about it. I was going to do it.
I think it would have been sickening. Did you help with the art pop ball? Yeah. It was sickening. That was a really sickening show.
We did a whole room setup. Yeah. I mean, like, I assist. I will, like, add my comments about the casting. Okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they'll be like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, yes, no. But, ultimately, it's not my decision. But I help with the decor, like usual.
Mm-hmm. Okay, work. Okay, so we're going to move on from Princess. And we might come back because, you know, Evion's here, obviously. Yeah. She is the princess of princess. She is the princess of princess. But let's talk about Queen. Butch Queen, specifically. So, what was your Butch Queen pageant experience like? If you don't know at home, we talked about Butch Queen a little bit, or a lot of it, with Rosie Petals. She was in your cycle. She was. In your cohort. But Butch Queen is a pageant, one of the biggest Bay Area pageants that has been going on for the past 6 years now, with a few gaps because Evian was reigning for 3 years since the pandemic. That has ended. Thank God. Oh my God, the regime. But it's thrown by Grace Towers, and it's also a fundraiser for Queens of the Castro Scholarship Fund, the Grace Towers Scholarship. And also entails like a residency where you like collaborate and have meetings and do rehearsals with the rest of your cohort and Grace. So what was your experience like? I did it too. The year prior to yours. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
What was your year like?
So obviously it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody was really cool. Like, I remember being friends with everybody. It was good vibes. I definitely came in to win. Like, I wanted to win.
Okay.
So I was there to make friends, but I was mostly there to work.
Yeah.
And I just came in with, like, I knew everything I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to do before I got there. Like, I was like, these are the looks. I had already drawn all my looks.
Mm-hmm.
I already had my music being worked on. Like, my music was done and, like, cut, like,
Mm-hmm.
the first week. I just had, like, a mission, kind
Yeah.
of, you know. I had a mission. I had something I wanted to prove.
Yeah.
And I thought I could probably win if I wanted
Yeah.
to. Not everybody agreed with me. There
Oh,
was
really?
a lot of people were rooting for other girls, but I didn't really care about that. Because I was like...
were they rooting for other girls because they thought you couldn't win, or were they rooting for other girls because
They didn't know
they
me.
they didn't know you?
I just think people didn't really know me as much. But I was like, guess what? That's my mystique. That's
Mhm.
my joie de vivre. Like,
what,
they don't know
what I
who
loved
am.
is that not only were you gung-ho and you wanted to win and you could tell.
Right.
I also always thought of you as a front runner. I had my favorites
Thank
competing that year as well.
Right.
But I also loved Sean backstage.
you.
He was also just like, you're gonna win. It was funny because there's a moment where I was just like, aren't the stones supposed to go all the way up the thigh? And he was like, oh shit, and just like pulled you over. I was like, oh, that's a good dresser. That's a good my year I did not have no, just kidding.
I can super rely on my bestie
Yeah.
Sean to like make sure I'm going out looking right. He'll stress
Yeah.
out about it more than
Yeah.
me. So
My year, Angel was my dresser, and I totally forgot to put on like this bustier. So I went out with like, yeah. Do you have anything to say about that?
That's one of my greatest shames of your career.
No, that's not why I lost, though. I lost. We don't have to get into it. Anyway, let's talk about your winning.
Yes.
No, Angel's great. Angel's a great dresser. Angel dressed Beef for this pageant, and
My
I think,
redemption.
Redemption. You did
So
really well.
amazing.
So we'll talk about this year. But your year, was there anyone you were afraid of, or like that you saw as competition?
I mean, Jubilee's performance was absolutely beautiful. We saw that in rehearsal, and I was like, okay. Like, the skill level was amazing. Betty Towers had done so much with the show already, is an amazing dancer, can sew, can perform. Like, I was definitely worried about that. Everyone was amazing. Like, Shane Thomas is amazing. Everyone was, like, just, like, bringing something different. I got really close to Rosie. I don't know. Everyone was really good, but I was really focused on myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't really, like, ever... I think competition in general is weird. I think comparing art is a really weird thing to do.
But you still wanted to win. Okay.
But I think that competing... brings out something in us that is just really cool. Like, it's really fun to go to a pageant because everybody has, like, sort of amplified or, like, just, like, you know, stretched out what they're capable of doing and what they would normally do.
I unfortunately did not get to see all of the numbers. I was in Rosie's numbers, so I was backstage.
Yeah.
But I got to see all the magic happen. Angel was in the audience. Angel has a really good gloss of how all of the performances went. Well, can you indulge the audience, regale the audience?
I mean, I've said
what you
this
thought?
a few times on Crumble, I think, but you for me, and it's like not any of these individual performers' fault, but it's just the fact that it happened like 3 times in a row. But you came on and you won the moment that you stepped on the stage wearing shoes. Like. There were like 3 dance numbers where they weren't wearing shoes, and at a certain point, I was just like,
I honestly didn't know that.
"Are we doing drag?"
I didn't
Please.
know that.
I was just desperate for someone to have a high arched heel.
Right.
So,
and I couldn't even walk in those heels, really, but they were on.
Yeah, they were on. No, I think that really kind of like brought home like my understanding about why I didn't win. I think like there's a lot of there's the impulse to do something that's that says something substantial and that says something important and something that like bears your soul. And I think that there's a place for that in drag.
Yeah.
But I think like if you're going to compete with that, it has to also be entertaining. And I feel like the year I competed, I was like, I don't think I was as entertaining as I could have been because I really wanted to like say something.
Right.
But my understanding of your number is that like it was fun and you killed it.
You know, I think there's a way. Thank you. I think there's a way to stay true to your art, and I think there's also a way to be competition and do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, all I did was take something that I really loved and tailored it for that stage and for the purposes of what we're doing.
Tiana tailored it.
Tiana
Taylor, famously not paying people.
I did adapt the number, so she is no longer included in it.
That's true. You retconned Tiana out.
I did. Also, I was like, it was very Vogue inspired. I'm like, maybe I should choose a different song to like put it in.
She paid her eventually. After she got called out. She did.
Yeah.
She did. But yeah, no, I just was like, this is a drag competition. I'm gonna give them drag, and I went with this like kitty cat. This perfect little kitty cat that gets a little evil and turns into a Catwoman and kills all her.
Catwoman! Full circle, there you go. Yes.
I wanted to kill my owners. Jim Carrey. Yeah, I like, some people were like, don't do a kitty cat number. It doesn't sell you. But I was just like, you don't know what my idea is.
That's good. When you can tell people like, actually, you're going to be wrong and I can show
like,
you're wrong.
Are you going on stage?
Yeah.
No. So I'm the one with the good ideas. Like I said.
Work.
But yeah, I really believed in my idea. I really went for it. And I mean, after my number, not gonna lie, I like came off the stage and was like, I just won that, bitches. I just won that. Like, that was like the feeling. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know, I think every drag queen feels that way. So like, whatever. But like the grandiosity. But I really, that was the way I felt. So.
Work. So coming into this year, watching the pageant this time as a spectator, what were your thoughts of the show, the competition? Any standouts? Anyone that surprised you? Any preconceptions that you walked into the theater with?
I really didn't. I didn't watch any of the rehearsal on purpose. I just wanted to be surprised by as much as I could. I thought that Paige was really perfect. Like, everything she does is so polished and so beautiful. And I get all her references, so that's really fun. Beef was so confident. Sorry. So freaking confident. And so, like, just gave them, like, this kind of raw power every single time they went on stage. Emphasis on the raw. And I was so proud. I was so proud of Beef. Everything they did. The huge ox head having to come through the house that was smoking. Like, I lived for the production of it all. Who else was there? I really loved Venus's performance. I think they're a really captivating performer. I mean, everyone. I have to list everyone.
Yeah.
I have to list everyone. Barcelona. She was, like, an amazing dancer. I wish I could dance like that.
Oh, my God.
I wish I could dance like that.
I was gagged. I knew she was a good mover. I knew that she danced. I knew she was very talented. She could sing. But, like, I did not expect, like, how quick those retractions are. And just, like... It was fast. Yeah, it was good.
It was really, really fast. Chucha, like, did stand for something. She, like, really was sending a message about peace and about Palestine. And, I really respect that. I think it's like, sometimes when we're like doing these costumes and these big things, you feel almost like guilty. Yeah. Which I think means you have a whole heart. But, you know, I think there's room for both. I think we can cry and smile at the same time because we're humans. Yeah. So, love her. Loved all her looks. Loved all her hair. Loved everything she did. Beautiful. There was Butch Towers. Singing. We love singing. You love singing.
I love singing. I don't know if people love hearing me sing, but I love singing. There's Gretchen, yes.
Yeah, Gretchen was great.
The way that she opened with the Nicole Kidman monologue. Actually, I kind of wish it was just like all Nicole Kidman. All Nicole Kidman.
When I heard that I was backstage getting ready during that, but when I heard it, I was like, well, thank God, Nicole Kidman's in the room. And her blue runway look was very cool, very club kid. I'm trying to think of everybody who didn't win.
There was Ricochet.
Rika, yes, the dress, the giant iceberg dress.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was crazy. I had a feeling she was doing that backstage when I saw it, but I saw an actual video of it, and it was amazing.
Yeah. And Hennessy.
And Hennessy, I didn't see her performance. I haven't seen it online.
I was gagged. Hennessy puts in the work.
Hennessy sewed the suit, sewed like the gown. They put so much work into everything they did, and like I saw it at their house before they were like totally done. The most gorgeous work, so detailed, so well done. Everything was well constructed.
Yeah,
I was really gagged. And then of course our winner, our beautiful winner, Glam Beauty. Glam Beauty, I think, was like a perfect example of a performer that knows themselves and is tailoring every single moment on the stage to who they are. And that was really cool to watch.
Very cool.
The tornado look was like...
Smart.
It's so smart. The freaking silhouette was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like... The basket, the little cows or the little sheep on the crutches was really funny. The Tigger number, the stamina, mama.
Yeah,
the stamina.
You take that access break.
Access break. It was hilarious. There was very clear moments throughout the number, and it was simple enough that everybody could follow, but interesting enough that no one got bored. Like it's you really have to think about everything. The way to win a pageant is think about everything.
Yeah, and they did.
They did.
Yeah.
It was really gaggy.
Yeah. I loved your number. We already talked about LAX.
Yes. We did
but anything else you want to say about that number? I loved your concept for the number too. Did you have that in your head for a long time?
I have been thinking about that number since I won.
Yeah.
I already knew I wanted to do that. I've been listening to that song every day since then because of that. So thank you, Grace. Thank you, COVID. I just wanted to like, you know, I knew I wanted to emerge as if I'd been in storage since they put me away. The lyrics obviously lend themselves to the number. Like, I'm not giving up my first place. Or if I am, at least when you see me, pretend. Mm-hmm. Just pretend, mama.
Yeah.
Pretend. I don't know. I love LAX because there's this, like, vulnerability, but also this, like, really raw power when she's singing. And I just think it's so beautiful. And I didn't know what I was going to reveal to. I didn't have an outfit in mind. So, like, I just picked something I had and made it work.
Oh, it looks great.
I made the box that week.
Did you make that outfit, though? The ribbon?
I did. I made the ribbon gown.
Oh, it's so good. Okay.
Thank you. They're all knife pleats. It's an entire gown made out of knife pleats.
Wow.
It took a while to make. But,
wow.
I, like, threw the number together. Yeah. Suda and Sean backup danced for me. And so... They, like, really helped make the numbers. Suda made the video. They like, figured out the box for me. I made a 7-foot box that was a pain in the ass.
They were acting.
Like, they really took it so seriously with their characters. But it made the number. And, like, Suda was like, I'm placing the cobwebs. And I was like, and every single person was like, those cobwebs. So I really, I really do count on my drag fam and on the people around me. Because like I said, I'm always producing, so I get really into practicality. I'm like, you just got to get done. Yeah. And so I love that people around me remind me to slow down and to celebrate myself and to take it as seriously as I want to. Because I really do get to celebrate myself that night. And I don't slow down very much in general. So to be able to slow down and celebrate myself in like a really real way, I really felt the love. And then I got to immediately, like the Supreme sucking my life force from me. I got to transfer all that joy into Glam Beauty.
Yeah, that's
the
beautiful.
Moment the crown goes on their head, the life leaves my body. And so it felt really good to be able to like be like, I know what it's going to be like for you. Because people do respect you more when you win.
Yeah, they really do.
And it doesn't like...
I mean, I wouldn't know, but they do. They do. Actually, I want something. We don't talk about it, but yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, once.
I respect you more now.
Once.
No, people really do care about that sort of a thing. And so it opens a lot of doors just with the way people interact with you. And it's really, it's fun. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're doing the legacy proud. I mean, like, you look at everybody lined up. Almost every single person is a Sickening drag performer currently. And God, just wow, what a legacy.
Wow.
So we're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, we talked about your drag family helping you with your number. We'll talk about your drag family a little more. I want to learn more about the House of Princex. So short break. I say break like there's an actual fucking commercial. I just need a. All right, we just talked a shit ton. Oh my God, I can't stop cussing. We just talked a lot about the Butch Queen pageant. I'll probably talk about it a little more because we got some future guests that have also went to the pageant, and I actually have my own thoughts too that I want to share. Most of them, kind of positive ones. Some not. But my daughter did so well in the pageant, and I'm very proud of her, and I want to talk about it more. But let's talk about a new pageant, a different pageant, a pageant that's coming up. Yeah. The High Princex pageant. You helped put that on.
I do. I helped put on that pageant.
Are you excited? Is there gags to come? What can we expect that won't get you in trouble with Suda or Daddy Tito?
Right. No making Daddy Tito mad. We just released our application, so please apply. Which means we have not made any decisions. There's really not too much to tell except for the promo looks blue to me. Mm-hmm. So I think we might be wearing blue.
Oh.
So get your blue ready, I guess.
You know what's funny? Chromosome, Beef and Benita's show, their color is blue, and I bet you they're going to think that you're like, Princex stole our idea.
They stole blue.
It's a coincidence, okay? You don't own the color blue.
No, I think what I'm most excited for about this Princex pageant, obviously aside from the competition, is so it's themed. It's called the High Princex pageant, which is based off the High Priestess tarot card, and I've made banners that we do for our decoration. I would love to make like stickers this year of all the tarot cards. And I had just got my iPad then, so I'm probably going to redraw them all. And I really want to make because everyone asked for it. They all want the devil card, obviously, of Cochina, Rude, one of our hosts. And everybody asked me for it the first year, so I'm thinking maybe if we do a prize giveaway. Do we do a prize giveaway? I don't know if we do. But
well, I don't know why you're asking me. You do a prize.
I would love to make some cool High Princess merch this year. And also, I didn't do it the year prior, but I want to add the 2 winners into our Hall of Banners.
Oh, cute. And also, the Best Talent winners, too. You want to make a banner of them?
We also want to do the Best Talent winners.
Oh,
Your talent was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And your hair was cute.
I wasn't fishing, but thank you. I know, It's true.
Well, never mind. You said thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So... would it be a conflict of interest if you shared with us who you want to see perform?
No.
Okay, who do you want to see?
Who do I want to see? Who is there? List off some people and I'll say if I want to see them.
I think obvious ones are Bonita.
I would love to see Bonita.
Their name gets thrown around a lot. Obsidian would be really great. Hammy
would be cool. Okay. Oh, I love Cheetah.
Sorry, Cheetah.
Cheetah Biscotti's so hot.
Well, why are you not saying it into your mic? You're just whispering it over there.
Cheetah Biscotti.
There you go, Cheetah.
Mm-hmm. I can't think on the spot.
That's okay.
You thought of Jim Carrey really easily.
I did think of Jim Carrey.
So when I first saw the Princex pageant, I was just I really thought people or people of the same tenure as Mary Vice and Pinocha would want to do it. Why haven't they done it? They should do it.
I really don't know. I don't know. I can't do it. Last year I showed up to the photo shoot because I was also doing a photo shoot, and the color scheme was black and silver. And Alpha Andromeda saw me, and she was so pissed. She was like, "What the fuck?" I could see how angry she was, and then she was like, "So," and I was like, "Oh, I'm just filling in. I'm just I'm gonna step in for so and so, but I'm doing my own photo shoot." And they were like, oh, thank God. They're like, I didn't want to do that. That's not going to be fun. And I was like, girl, I don't want to perform against you. Like, Alpha's sickening. But yeah, so I don't think I'll ever do it because I feel like that'd be a conflict of interest.
For sure.
But it also makes me sad because I'm really good at winning.
It's
you know what I mean?
Okay, well, this is over. I'm exhausted. No.
No,
that would be cute. You should. I mean, like, it doesn't stop Grace Towers from booking a Towers every single Butch Queen.
It's true. Is there anyone from Butch Queen that I want to see perform?
Rosie should do it. Nia, I think, should do it. Nia's not Butch Queen, but Nia would eat.
Nia would eat. That's true. Yeah, I can't think of anyone. My brain's dead. I wasted that on...
Peaches Cry should compete. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, a few months ago, you already talked about it, but it was announced on, I feel like, Instagram.
Yeah.
After Nikki Jizz won Drag Queen of the Year, Entertainer, Competitor, Contestant of the Year, that there's a House of Princex.
There is a House of Princex.
Or Princess. House of Prince. You say Princess. Is it Princex or Princess?
It's Princex.
Princex.
Yes.
Okay. There's also Princex Cakes. No relation.
No relation.
Don't get them confused, even though...
House of Princex is really just the collaborative team of me, Suda, Tito, Lisa, Cochina, Snacks, Mud, like all the people that make Princess happen and that are really have been there since the beginning and are just putting in all the love that we do to make it work. That has become our house. We rely on each other in ways like we've traveled to multiple cities together, all as a group, and we still like each other. I think that's a really good test of family. Like, we still want to be around each other.
That's actually a really good test of family. If you could travel together, because I've traveled with people and I'm like, you're not my family.
We have taken Princess to New York and to Los Angeles, and at the end of the day, like, we're still up at 5 a.m. and looking at each other and smiling and laughing, and like, it's just really cool to feel like I feel like my whole life as an artist, I've really wanted to be around people who want to create the same things as me at the same level as me, that have the same level of passion. It's like when you're doing a group project, you don't want somebody who
don't want a dud.
Like a dud,
yeah.
And when we all met, it just felt like everything sort of clicked, and I was like, oh, thank Jesus, like finally somebody wants to do this with me, and also I think we really like genuinely celebrate each other. Oh, Nikki Jizz is also part of the house. I'm sorry, Nikki, Auntie. I'm so sorry.
I was just like, not Nikki.
No, I forget everything, so don't hold me accountable to anything I say. But yeah, like we really are able to celebrate each other in a way that doesn't feel catty and it doesn't feel weird. And it's
wait, who celebrates each other in their caddy? Oh, wait.
All drag queens.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, like, I don't know. It feels like family, and that's why it became a family. And it's a collaborative house, and we have some really cool things that we're working on to like sort of start really pumping shit out on our socials and like showing who we are.
Work. Okay, head to head, House of Avalon versus House of Princex. Who's gonna win?
I don't know. Do they produce a party?
They produce a lot. I don't know. Do they produce a party? No.
I feel like they produce each other.
Okay.
Really well. Like, I feel like they're really about looks. And they have a show now, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, like a TV show or like a stream show.
So I guess they produce for TV. So I guess I should shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, I think Princess is a experience that we create, which I think is a little different than making, an aesthetic together. I feel like I remember watching House of Avalon before I started doing drag, and I was completely gagged because I think, like, right, like they're more of an aesthetic house up until now with the show, right? Yeah. I think that they're amazing. Will we be comparable to them one day? I have no interest in comparing myself to anyone. I think I'm one of a kind, and so is House of Princess.
The answer is yes. All right, next slide, baby. Okay, so it's been really nice getting to know you. I mean, like, I feel like we've known each other for a while, but we haven't, like, spent, like, quality time together. And it's been really nice. It's one of those things just, like, when you admire and look up to people that are younger than you you kind of like want to commit suicide, but you don't because you're so
I'm
inspired.
getting older now, so
I know.
what you mean.
No, it's true.
Heroin.
Oh, heroin.
Heroin
Okay.
would
yeah.
be a good contestant. 'Cause
That
she's
5 years,
younger than
though?
me. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's younger than me, and it makes me mad. So
Yeah.
she'd be good.
No, she'd be great, especially because like she has a cohort that would really help her put together a package. Something you got to think about now. All these competitions. Where do you see your drag in the next few years? Just for you, just you.
Oh boy. I feel like I'm always trying to level up. I always want more. I don't know if that's from trauma around feeling not good enough or if because I'm really ambitious. But either way, I'm gonna keep on moving up. I'm just gonna take over the world, so to speak.
What's your birth order? Are you the baby?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
Technically, no.
You're the oldest?
I have a stepsister that's like technically older than me.
Okay. But like in the house you grew up, you're the oldest?
I'm definitely, I'm the oldest.
Oh, that's interesting. I would have never clocked that.
Yeah.
Are you a control freak? Do you let people...
I think I have a balance. I think in general, yes, I'm controlling.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I really did like help raise my sister.
Yeah.
I really like...
Actually, your work ethic is very oldest.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I tend to be a little more serious, like out of drag or whatever.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm very type A about my career, so I think that my drag will just continue to go up. Hopefully I get prettier.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get more stunning.
I hope you don't.
Hopefully I get rich. Hopefully I have a fat ass, you know what I mean? My tits come in.
Would you get work done?
If I had the money, yeah.
What would you do?
I'd probably start with the face and work my way down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do cool sculpting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
I don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that.
But I do.
But like the idea of cool sculpting, Tila does it. And I'm just like, I want to do cool sculpting.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Because, Tila does it? Or just
because Tila does it? No, I'm just kidding. No, because like I have problem areas.
There's another one.
Tila should do it.
I would never want to compete against Tila. Ever.
Yeah.
I would rather die. But yeah, I would get the ass done. I want a fat ass.
Like fat? Like, what do you want? Like, out? Up?
I just want what I have, but bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I have like pretty good proportions, so I just want a bigger butt.
Yeah. I think you have a good butt.
Thank you.
Yeah. Beef actually mentioned that. And Beef is like the queen of butts.
Beef has a butt.
So I'm just like, that's really
is my toes.
Beef likes her toes?
Yeah. They always be asking to suck on those toes.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know. I think it's because I have like primate feet.
Yeah, they look tensile. Wait, is that the word?
Yeah.
Tensile?
I think so.
Anyways, okay, primate feet. Well, we all have primate feet. We're primates.
I don't use Twitter, but if you find me, I'll send you feet pics, I promise.
Okay. Oh yeah, Sean has a feet pic Twitter.
You know, like every...
We're gonna bleep it out.
Like every other, Magalintra, she definitely has a foot account.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a lot of work, though. People think they can just randomly make money off feet pics. You gotta have a following.
Yeah, I need to build my following because I feel like I have cute feet.
I feel like if I marketed myself, like, well, wait, no.
We're never gonna get this age restriction lifted.
Right.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say I could sell myself as like a dom daddy, smell my feet, but let's be real. Nobody's gonna believe that.
No.
Nobody's gonna believe that.
No. Say smell my feet as like a dom dad. Like
say it right now.
Yeah, say it to the camera. Smell my feet, pig.
Hey pig, smell my feet.
That's actually pretty good.
You like that?
That's better. Yeah, it's
smell
like you're singing. It's like a lot better.
Smell my fucking feet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I just came back from the gym. They're so rank.
Oh,
they're so rank. Come on.
Shit.
Oh yeah, open up, put it in your mouth, baby. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so that's the future of your drag. Feet drag.
The future of my drag is foot fetish Twitter OnlyFans.
Oh, you're gonna be rich.
Thank you.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
Where do you see the future of Bay Area drag? Where do you want to see it go? Or do you think there's people that are carrying on kind of like the legacy of Bay Area drag in a way that you find important?
You know, I feel like the vibe I'm getting from San Francisco right now is there's a lot of different opinions about where drag is going.
Ooh.
I think some people, you know, really feel a part of the art that's being created. I think that some people are really embracing the changes that came out of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's other people who want something different. And to them, I say, go out and make it. I think we have a lot of new things in the horizon. The stud is reopening. But obviously, I'm going to continue to make beautiful things for the community with the people I love. And I hope that everybody else does the fucking same. Like, I love SF drag. It's what made me fall in love with what I do. I want to see. I feel like I feel like there's not baby queens every day like popping out, which surprises me.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah.
I feel like
like there are.
There
but
are. Okay, maybe I just don't know them.
No, you're above them. You're like.
But I want to see I want to see some like raunchy new parties that I've never been to with queens that really shock me. Like, that sounds fun to me. I want to see anybody who complains to, like, step up.
Yeah.
And I don't get, like, when I hear conceptions, like, that SF drag is, like, this way or that way, like, I'm just, like, I don't know. I think SF drag is fucking sickening. I think that we don't have to, like, fit into any mainstream molds because none of us even care. Like, that's the vibe I get from, like, everyone I hang out with. Like, we are the party.
Yeah. I actually did say this is the last question, but this is the last question. You mentioned traveling to other cities with House of Princess.
Yes.
House of Princex. What do you feel like we do in the Bay Area that other cities aren't doing?
I mean, I really don't know what to say except for that every time we go to a city, they're fucking gagged. And, like, people will be, like, saying, like, we never see this here. We never see this here. And I'm like, what are they feeding you? What's going on?
They're malnourished.
What is in the water? I, like, really don't know what we're doing different except for maybe that we're all genuinely really cool and that, like, I don't really know about that much SF drama or I'm not a part of it. But I feel like we're just all here to, like, make cool shit. And we don't have, like, the added pressure of, like, Hollywood or, like, everyone in New York and everybody in LA is trying to be famous. You know what I mean? Everybody wants something from each other. Everybody is kind of trying to think what they can get from you. And it's like here, I don't know. It's like we've had girls move here from other cities to be a part of like,
this scene.
Of this scene specifically because we care about each other. We have Willow Pill come back 4 or 5 times to Princess because we're fun-ass people and we're hot and we're sickening and we're good performers and we're good storytellers and we're like giving you like a variety. You know what I mean? Not everybody is trying to like win the role and it's like kind of exhausting to see people be so desperate. So I personally think that being present and being able to like have a good ass time, it goes a little bit further than people would think. And at the same time, I don't know. I think I'm a little LA, a little New York, a little SF. So I don't really know what to say.
Okay, you heard it here. She's everything. Oh my God, it was so nice to hang out with you. Oh my God, you look sickening. I look sickening. I love you.
Sickening.
Okay, we got some patrons. Help me say our patrons. Yes. And these, by the way, these are patrons that stuck with us through our little hiatus. You know, through moving, through the end of summer. We weren't producing a lot of content. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much to these patrons. And we're going to come up with some sort of gift for you. And then the next time we take a break, we're going to let you know so that you could pause your subscription. But thank you so much. And the money is going to good use. We're now paying the performers that come on to the show to chat with me. And we're going to put all of your money to good use. Yeah, I know. I was like, we're paying you. So surprise. So help me name our patrons. We got...
Ali Scott,
Anita, Bump,
Bella,
Bevo Nerd,
Chris Hendricks.
Clark.
Diane.
Freddie Seipolt.
Kai B. Michaels.
Oh, my baby Nova.
Raina Terror.
Terrible. Thank you so much. You're the real ones. You're the real ones. You're the real bitches. We do it for you, and thank you so much. And thank you. Oh my God, this is so nice.
This was so much fun.
Let's see if Icarus will come. Hey, come here. Come here. Icarus, come. Come. Oh, good boy. All right, come over here. Come.
He does hate photos.
He does hate photos, but...
Well, that's why we're...
Come. Come on. Up. He's not going to come up. I'll just...
Oh, baby. Baby,
girl,
he's not into that.
No, he got it. Hi. Icky.
Oh,
He's
gonna have dread.
Okay, bye.
Daddy's mean.
I am mean. Okay, whatever.
So much
So much fun.
fun.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.